You are the only member from the beginning, from 1995. How do you stay fresh for yourself?
I'm just grateful every time that we get the opportunity that someone wants to put out our record, that someone wants to buy our record, that someone wants to come to the show to see us play. And some of the things like James said, sometimes those new members kind of coming in, all the time someone new's joined the band, they've always been someone that was a fan on the other side, you know. Before James joined the band, he was at the earliest shows we ever did. Same with Jeff. His old band, we used to release on his band 7 inches on our label, so these people that know the band come in and they're not like a stranger, but they bring in renewed energy too, you know. So there's been times when I've carried the band's energy and enthusiasm, and there's been times when someone relit, you know, my candle or whatever. And but ultimately I think we're all on the same page, is that, wow, can you believe how many records we've done, how many people have bought them, and how much we've got to travel the world and play music. It's kind of overwhelming. It wasn't part of the plan, you know.
What was the plan?
The plan was just to play some cover songs in the basement with some friends, you know. Yeah. Be careful what you ask for.
Should really get off the rails.
Yeah.
What songs?
Well, I learned to play the first Clash album, and this band, the Swinging Utters, I learned to play their album, Streets of San Francisco. So if we were going to be a cover band, it would have consisted of those 2 albums.
Okay. Our new album is called Signed and Sealed in Blood. Yeah, what does this line symbolize?
Cannibalism, massacre. No, it was, you know, it was taken from a lyric about from the song Rose Tattoo, which is about, you know, really a tattoo is signed and sealed in blood. And but the greater meaning is more like about commitment. You know, the commitment that a tattoo might be, but really the commitment like of Dropkick Murphys to its fans, the fans to Dropkick Murphys, the commitment that goes into putting on a record, because people might have their opinions of what albums are better than others, but I know, having been there for all of them, we've put our heart and soul into every single one, whereas I know a lot of bands, you know, whether it's their label or pressure from fans or whatever, might sometimes just go through the motions and put out a record for the sake of putting out a record. We've always put like blood, sweat, and tears, heart and soul into every record, and given the best 110% effort we could at the time to make that record. And so sometimes you come out of an album, by the time the recording's done, the writing's done, the recording's done, the mixing's done, the artwork's done, you know, and you put that final seal of approval on that record, because it's coming out, it's going in the stores, and there's no taking it back. If you don't like one of the songs, if there's a mistake, like on the last live album we did, Live at Fenway, and they spelt our friggin' name wrong because someone missed it in the proofreading. How do you spell your own band's name wrong on the inside, not on the cover? That would have been epic if they spelled the name wrong on the cover. But, you know, there's just a lot of moving pieces, and when it's done, it's like, bam, it's done, you know? And so, yeah.
The boys are back. That's the first song of the album. Is it some sort of statement?
Well, yeah, the last album, Going Out in Style, a lot of people thought the band was over, you know? Yeah. So then it was like, bam, the boys are back. We're not over. You thought we were gone, but you can't get rid of us.
So something
Actually,
like...
you want to know the truth? An interview earlier asked that, and he said, oh, I thought Going Out in Style, a lot of people thought that you were going away, so we assume Boys Are Back with a was your statement that you're
We
back.
never think about anything
We never
that
thought
much.
of that. Well, when that interviewer told us that, we said, that sounds pretty damn good. I'm going to say that from now on.
Okay, it's good.
You know.
So it's nothing to do with...
It was more like the boys are back every night.
The boys are back in town.
Well, we feel so at home in every city that we go to now, which is crazy, because I remember the first time I came to Europe, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Where am I? I had never traveled before the band. Now it's like the crowd's so welcoming. We know people in every city. It's like every night it's like being back home, you know.